hey you, I just wanted to let you know I saw what an awesome friend you were this week to blah, blah, blah. Or hey you, I wanted to let you know I saw how hard you tried at your maths. And even though it was really tricky, you pushed through and had success.
And the teacher had read the book and then written saying how much of a wonderful author she was. And she kept that safe in the front of her bag, but also me as a parent reading it, it was so special just to think, oh wow, she sees value in this extra thing that my child had done.
Rainbow Sky Creations acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we record this podcast on, the Darrell and Woodjuk Noongar people. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures.
Welcome to Rainbow Skies for Teachers. It is the year 2026 and we're excited for January. Woohoo!
We are, and we are so excited we're here to share some freebies with you. We thought, look, let's get our favourite freebies and share them to set you up for success in 2026.
So Ash has 3 to share. I have 3 to share. So
we haven't shared what we're sharing.
Yep.
So it's like going to be a surprise for everyone.
Oh, I hope we don't pick the same one.
I know.
Orkies.
I don't know. I feel like our brains are so different, but it will be interesting to see, won't it?
It will. It will be interesting to see.
We have shown up many a time on a Zoom meeting in similar outfits. So maybe our brains do think more alike than what we think.
Yes, our intuition's more aligned than we realise.
Perhaps.
Woo-woo right there. So we thought we would share with you 6 activities that we loved using in our classrooms. They set us up for good stead, and they were ones that we used on a regular basis. They weren't one and done. These were activities and freebies that we would pull out all the time throughout the school year and into the following years that we taught.
Yeah, they're also favourites for teachers all around the world. So let's get into it. All of these ideas are free. We will make sure that they are all linked up in the show notes as per usual. Alicia, I'm kind of nervous letting you go first. Like, what if you steal my ideas? But I'm going to. The type A in me is like, okay, just release some of the control and let her go first. So it's over to you.
Okay, I'm going to pick one that you probably may not have heard of late. So in my classroom, I had a group of students who self-confidence just wasn't the best. They just really needed their self-belief boosted up. And in all honesty, I think I needed it too as a teacher. So what's the best way to do that is by giving to others. So I started a thing called the Hey You cards. So I called them Hey You compliment cards. And it was just spotting kids who were just making great choices or were challenging themselves or needed that boost to know that what you're doing matters. You are a valued member of this classroom. Our class wouldn't be the same without you. So I started to write, hey you, I just wanted to let you know I saw what an awesome friend you were this week to blah, blah, blah. Or hey you, I wanted to let you know I saw how hard you tried at your maths. And even though it was really tricky, you pushed through and had success. So I started to slot these into kids' diaries, into their little books, and I just printed out a heap of them and I hand wrote them. And it was just a way to make me accountable, to recognize the little things. And I guess show kids the gratitude I had for them being in my classroom.
I love that idea. That is the sweetest. Last week, my middle child came home with her school bag and it was kind of a bit stinky. And I went through it and I found a rotting piece of fruit at the bottom of it. Like fun times, fun parental times. It was mold everywhere. So I had to empty her entire bag in order to clean it out. And in the front pocket, I actually saw a little love letter that her teacher had written her about. She'd written a book and it was a passion project. And the teacher had read the book and then written saying how much of a wonderful author she was. And she kept that safe in the front of her bag. But also me as a parent reading it, it was so special just to think, oh, wow, she sees value in this extra thing that my child had done. So I love that idea of the Hey You compliment cards.
Yeah. So go grab yourself one. Your kids will love it. You'll love doing it. That was probably my favorite part, was doing it and having to look beyond the things you just think of as a teacher as the data points and look at the person and the little human in front of you and going like, what do they need right now?
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. My first freebie is a display to have up on your wall. I love a good display. I'm that teacher. Like, I don't believe that your classroom needs to be perfect looking by any means, because that's just not always possible. But I love a good display. And this one is our future world changes display. I love the idea of putting it either on your classroom door or up on the wall with photos of your students. Just to say, bringing that class community together. I actually helped a friend set up her classroom a couple of years ago, which is when I created this Future World Changes display. And we put it on the door, and then we had every student's photo with their name on the door. And it was just a really nice, welcoming way of saying, like, we all belong in this classroom.
I like that one. I actually think this is a good one too, that if you've got windows that face out of your classroom.
Ooh, yes.
Or like we used to have displays at my last school outside the classroom. And it is a good one. And kids walk past and they're like, oh, they're world changers. I'm world changers.
Yeah, it's just giving kids that idea too. They might just be kids now, but in the future, they're not going to be, and they can make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a good one. I love that one. I'd so be doing that one in January, February, and at the end of the year. Never too late to do that one. Next one is one of our favorites. And one of my favorites.
I'm going to do a favorite too. I hope it's not the same favorite.
I still remember when I made this activity and I had a group of kids who were just really struggling with their multiplication. And I taught in an all-girls school. And sometimes, the self-belief in oneself, or like, I don't have a maths brain. And you're like, okay, we got to work on this growth mindset here. Your brain, it's a muscle. We can change it. We can create new neural pathways and become you being super mathematicians. So what's the best way to get kids to do maths? Play a game. So I remember sitting on my laptop and coming up with this game, our multiplication flipper games. And it's very simple. It is get a deck of playing cards. You could use cards, but playing cards are great because they're numbered 1 through to 10. Take out the face cards. And then there's 2 little game boards on the side. So you've printed out the page and the kids just flip over the numbers and they've got to complete all their times tables. Or you might have it that the kids make up the rules on who's the winner of the game. Or sometimes it's not even that they're a winner. It's just that they're having fun playing the game. And it might be, hey, let's see how many we can complete in 5 minutes. Or, who's the first to get 5 times 10 3 times. And it was just so much fun. And I remember looking at 3 girls in particular who were my most reluctant maths kids, and they were just giggling away in the corner. And they were like, I remember them the next day where they're like, Miss, can we play that game again? And they were my kids who just loved that game. And I was like, tick, mission accomplished. So multiplication flipper games. We have 2s, 5s and 10s for you to play with the kids.
They are a really good one. My son loves playing those games, and they're good because you can play them on your own. So you can play, you can have one child working on one to play on their own, or you can play them in pairs. We always love it. I play with him, and we always love it when like you might have 10 times 8 and you just keep getting like 10 times 8, 10 times 8. It's like a lot of fun, especially if you are playing with cards, because there's more chance of getting more than just 4 times the same number.
Absolutely.
What's
your one now? What's your favorite?
My favorite one, well, my one that was as a crowd favorite, because I think those multiplication flipper games are definitely a crowd favorite, but this one is too. And it's kind of a 2-in-1 number of the day. Mm-hmm. We love a good number of the day. It's a great routine to have in your classroom. It's a great way to keep building up those number sense skills, those place value skills, which we know are really important when it comes to other maths concepts and really learning math in different ways. We have now got a 2-digit freebie and a 3-digit freebie. So I know it's kind of a 2-in-1, breaking the rules, but we'll put both of those in the show notes because that is a really good one. It's also a great lesson just to pull out when you're like, I do not know what we're doing. Things have not gone to plan. You can just pull it out. It can be completely differentiated because every student can be working on a different number. If you teach a younger grade, you can even print out both and have some students working on 2-digit numbers, some students working on 3-digit numbers. I mean, the possibilities are endless. We speak about number of the day all the time, but we love it.
Fun fact, I have one of my besties lives over in Queensland and she does relief teaching and she goes, you won't believe it. I just rocked up to the class and the lesson prepared for me is your number of the day worksheet. So,
oh my gosh, I love that.
It's a great filler in if you're having a relief day or you have a sick day and you've got a relief folder, you just chuck a whole pile of those in there and you're sorted.
I always had a class set just photocopied and in my in tray, like just in case.
Yes. Absolutely. Me too.
They're also a good assessment too.
Oh, pre-test or assessment, 100%. Anyway, we've got a whole pack of them that goes up to 5-digit numbers, but you can have it for any number. So we definitely, as you know, over here like to keep things open-ended. So you're not limited on choice. And then last one is one that was also a go-to when we came to assessment. We've got some little exit tickets that you can have a go, kind of generic ones that you could use for any subject. I found exit tickets were a really great way for me to gauge where students were at without me having to do a lot of work. It was as simple as I might even start the lesson by going, hey, can you just fill this in for me and just leave it on my desk? Or to finish up the lesson, it might be, okay, I just need you to do this little slip for me. And sometimes I would staple maybe 3 together if there were 3 different concepts I wanted to check, using it predominantly for maths, but also even if we were doing something like a HAS or a science subject and we've been learning about a concept and I actually want to know, what do they know? And maybe what do they want to move on to next? Or if we've done a grammar lesson and they're like, I still don't understand the difference between these types of verbs, but I feel like I'm really on track with my nouns and adjectives. It was just a really easy way to gauge where the kids were at, but also for them to start being reflective.
Yes.
I feel like I never got enough of this as a kid, and I still have to consciously challenge myself to reflect on why things went the way that they went. Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? And so if we're giving students an opportunity to flex that muscle, we are setting them up for good stead as humans. So, and lifelong learners. So that's my number 3.
Great. So you had the Hey You cards, the multiplication flip it games, and exit tickets to give it a little go.
Absolutely.
Okay. I had the Future World Changes display, number of the day.
And now
my last one is a goodie. My last one may only be a freebie for a limited time. So this may not be a forever freebie, but it's such a good one.
It is.
You know how much we love cards. You know how much we love cards here at Rainbow Sky Creations. We do, because they are fun for kids. They really get that buy-in for the learning, which is what we want. And it just creates simple activities that the kids can practice over and over again. So what we've done is we've created a really quick workshop where you can learn different activities that you can teach using the cards. So we're trying to show you different ways that you can use them in the classroom, but it also comes with templates for you to use straight away. So you can print them out and use them in your maths groups and give them a little go. It's like a test run to see if your kids will like it, or a test run to see if you really believe us in how good they are. We can tell you till we're blue in the face that they're awesome, but for you to actually have a go in your classroom. So this workshop comes with the workshop explaining different activities. It will give you loads of different ideas for specific grade levels. So if you teach kindergarten, you're going to get ideas for that, so on and so forth. And it has activities ready, print and go that you can use with your grade as well.
It's great. Like if you've been wanting to see how you can use it in your classroom, this is the workshop for you. And like anything, you can watch it at double speed and be done within 10 minutes. And then you get some really cool activities that you can try in the classroom, or even test out if you've got kids around that age at home. Pull out the cards.
I mean, we're always using them at home. My nieces were here just recently. One of them's school age, the other one's not, but they love the activities. They were like, Auntie Ash, can we go down to your office? Can we get out some more activities? They are loved by all age groups. And the best part is that you can mix them up according to their ability too. We have differentiation options in there. I think in the workshop, we do talk about differentiation as well, because we know that that is very important for teachers.
Absolutely.
So there you have it. The last final, I think we saved the best till last.
Absolutely. I agree. Can never go past cards. They're the bestest. So give them a try. 6 freebies you can try this year that we promise will have a very positive impact in your classroom.
They sure will. They'll set you up for 2026. And we've got some math stuff chucked in there. We've got some SEL stuff chucked in there. We've got some things that make your classroom look pretty. Got some professional development. We've actually done really well for getting a spread of things, haven't we?
We have. High five to us.
All right. All of those links for those freebies will be in the show notes. So just scroll down to grab them. And we're going to be back here, same place, same time next week. But before we go, reviews, Alicia.
Yes. Like teachers, as teachers, we have to write reports. So why not write us a report for Rainbow Skies for Teachers. Give us a review. If it's going to make us chuckle or just make us go, this teacher nailed this report comment, I should say review comment, we will share it on the podcast and probably share it on social. So if it makes us laugh, it'll make everyone else laugh. So we really appreciate the teachers out there listening. Share this episode with a friend if you think one of the freebies is going to be helpful, and leave us a report, comment, review, please.
Yes, it only has to be a sentence or two. Like, doesn't have to be a long general comment.
Oh, but if you want to, why not?
Yes. Okay, until next time.
There are rainbows ahead, my friend.
And together we're unstoppable.
Thanks for choosing to listen to Rainbow Skies for Teachers, the go-to show dedicated to teachers who want to make a big difference in education.
If you enjoyed the episode, please leave us a 5-star review or share the episode with a friend. Because together we're
Unstoppable.